Real life is bigger than fantasy. This is real life teens.
Yeah, I think teenagers, they pretty much have no clue what a sexually transmitted disease is.
I feel the lack of education from the teachers and schools about STDs to students is pretty high.
I don't think they realize is the naiveness, or how naive teenagers are, and the fact they feel invincible. Oh, that's not going to happen to me. I trust them.
You may not even know it, but people that you don't even think that might have an STD could have an STD or something wrong with them.
Unfortunately, STDs have become common among teens. Because teens are more at risk for getting some STDs, it's important to learn what you can do to protect yourself.
So with me, I went to a nurse, someone medically who can help you, who's professional, and really kind of give you the scared straight thing on sex, to show you what sexually transmitted diseases you can get, how you should get tested, when you should get tested.
Yes, I have a couple friends that have some diseases. It just gives me more experience knowing not to do what they've been doing.
I was dealing with patients who, because of irresponsible behavior or behavior that was based on a lack of education as to what an STD was all about, these patients were coming to me because I was willing to discuss these things on the level of the expertise or lack of it that the patient brought to me.
They don't want to take the time to realize how this can really truly affect them because they're too focused on that moment, the fun and the feeling of it at that moment, and they don't want to think about what's going to happen tomorrow or a couple weeks from now when I find out I'm sick.
As with many other diseases, prevention is key. It's much easier to prevent STDs than to treat them.
It kind of shows in a way what the world's come down to. When you're in a relationship, you both have to go and get tested. Is it really worth it for one night of sex that you probably won't remember the next day to have a disease for the rest of your life? You just don't know unless you actually go find out for yourself. You got to be careful who you get intimate with.
When someone knows about the negative consequences of things like chlamydia, things like gonorrhea, things like syphilis, which can damage a body irreparably, that's a life-changing experience.
So many things happen and we can prevent it, but until it happens to you, until it happens to someone that knows you, you don't realize it.
Some national and local organizations operate STD hotlines, staffed by trained specialists who can answer your questions and provide referrals. STDs are more than just an embarrassment. They're a serious health problem. If untreated, some STDs can cause permanent damage, such as infertility, the inability to have a baby.
Still, you can find people who are ignorant to that and don't want to face the fact that it's dangerous.